STI at SGD. Tingnan natin. First ban, Sicilian. As we mentioned earlier, Sicilian, nakikita nga natin yung totoong lakas niya after a rough start nung first day. And Sicilian showing up dun nga sa last game, of course, played to perfection. Grok
Your
ang first
team
ban
is banning.
ng STI. Banning out the Grok as your first ban, what do you feel like may konting clue na tayo as to what STI wants to do for their own draft?
Not at all. I think yung STI, they ban out yung Grok just because of the fact that SGD Omega plays this a lot. And alam natin na favorite yan ni Heath. No matter how you, no matter kung ano man yung gusto nilang apat ng other heroes, Heath plays it in a way na lagi siyang shoot sa kung ano mga strategies na meron sila.
I'd say they ban out the Grok
Your
kasi
team
hindi
is
ko din
banned.
nakikita dito si Eugene na maglalaro ng mga marksman mid. So, they would rely on that blue buff talaga. And if SGD Omega gets this Grok, sure ako hindi nila makukuha yung blue buff na hinahanap nila dito.
Second ban naman dito sa side ng STI ay si Farsa Selena,
Your
banned
team
out
is picking.
by SGD. First pick dito ng STI, very crucial. Any possibilities?
Huh?
What do you guys think? Who do you think
Carry.
are first pick? Ay, yun.
Ooh.
Your
There we go.
team
Carry.
is picking.
Well, Carry is not on my list as the first set of picks para sa STI. I'm looking at either Cho or somewhere along the lines of Digi or even Nana at a certain point or Kofra. But Carry, I guess you can never go wrong ngayon with a marksman kasi pwede mo siyang gawin na parang single marksman ka or dual marksman ka.
Tsaka naniniwala na lang dito Wolf, na STI, they're just going for their comfort picks. Because technically, that is one of Lembot's favorite
Your
heroes.
team is
So parang
picking.
comfort na lang dito. It seems to me that they haven't really found that formula, yung magpapapanalo sa kanila. So, kung hindi mo pa nahanap yun, might as well stick with something you're comfortable with and probably win, get a game, and boost your confidence.
Problem I have with that though is kung comfort lang din ang usapan, why not get the Cho for their first pick?
Pwede din.
Ayun, evidently, mananakaw siya ng SGD Omega. Bukod sa fact na paborito to ng SGD Omega, they always run Cho.
Kufra.
I think that Cho would have been great for STI, lalong-lalo
Your
dyan si
team
Dogman.
is picking.
And medyo risky din when you bring out the marksman as your first pick because you're already showing your hand. And yung response naman ng SGD Omega dito, Cho at saka si Jawhead, STI though. I'm liking the picks here, Kufra and the Diggy to answer back. What do you have to say about that, Butters?
It doesn't really give out much for the side of STI pa rin naman dito. I mean, they have good control of the map right now, and that's a given. So, ang kailangan na lang bantayan natin dito is how
Your
will
team
SGD
is
Omega
banned.
react. Well, they do have the Jawhead to take out the Digi ng isang mabilis. But still, you have to remember, if you do not, sabihin na natin, if you do not be, if you're not cautious of the Digi, pwede ka kasi mabaliktad yan eh. So, it's the factors na dinadala ng Digi plus the map control.
Your team is
Kimi naman
banned.
ang pick dito ng SGD Omega. Kimi, yesterday was the day of Kimi. I think,
Your
if I'm not
team is
mistaken,
picking.
apat na laro, all the 4 games we saw, Kimi took control of the day. Do you think we might see that today with what SGD Omega is showing right now? Especially with
Your
that Uranus
team
pick,
is
Wolf.
picking.
Surely, this is one of isa sa mga pinakamalupit na moves ni Coach Dale. I always love this eh. Parang, alam mo yung sa mismong draft pa lang, may galawan ka na kagad. So he picked up the third pick, Kimi, knowing na sila yung magpipick first dun sa second phase picks. And then, hinayaan nila, okay lang yun. Parang ninakaw nila yung Kimi, tapos binan nila yung backshot, then get the Uranus on the 4th slot. So totally, hindi countered yung Kimi nila, hindi rin countered yung Uranus nila, and they're happy with whatever they're getting. No matter what STI picks next, they will have comfort knowing na okay na yung apat nila. I guess they will close this out with good damage, maybe
Probably marksman.
Marksman, a Bruno, or a Granger, just to close this thing out, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, very tanky right now yung side ng SGD Omega. But STI, the Terizla and the Zask. Butters, how do you feel about that?
It's more on the control. Not really sure kasi yung Terizla was really gone for a lot, matagal na panahon na. But right now, it's just more on the idea na lang siguro na medyo kailangan na lang dito ng STI controlin yung fights in a certain circle. Kasi kung napapansin mo, gano'n na lang talaga siya eh. parang certain zoning or certain capability nila in terms of team fights. Napakalakas dito as long as they can keep it in that certain circle.
I guess
Alright.
there is that they want to use this to run, parang mayroon medyo run at you kind of strategy. Tapos meron silang diggy, so yun. But I'm scared about that because I really feel na yung first picks, napakalakas na agad for SGD Omega.
Yeah. And of course, Rafaela, last pick of SGD, looks like they want to run this really fast. It's going to be a huge wrecking ball running towards STI. Really quickly, who do you pick for this game?
I'll go for SGD Omega with this draft.
I'll go for SGD din dito sa draft na to.
Okay, I don't always want to say that I'm going to pick the other team just so it's even, but for me, I'm going to have to pick SGD also. This might go really, really quickly with what they showed, but I don't want to count out STI. They're hungry for a win, and we might see a different rage, a different kind of motivation from this team. Pero that is it for us. Let's throw it to our casters.
Maraming salamat, panel. And gusto ko lang sabihin, na-miss ko. Na-miss ko tong pwesto na to, na-miss ko mag-shoutcast. Kami nga pala ang maghahatid sa inyo ng ating laro. My name is Midnight.
And this is Yasumiao. And this time, SGD versus STI. Midnight, it's your boys.
Alam mo, Madam Yasu, sabi ng panel dito, nakakatakot din talaga yung draft na binigay ni Coach Neil De Lucito. Bringing up once again the double fighter. May something talaga nakakaiba na dinadala ang SGD rito. Even if STI yung kalaban nila, it's a struggling team. Hindi sila magtatago ng strategy rito.
Yeah, indeed. Kasi kahit nasabihin natin, ganito yung draft, ganito yung lagay, kumbaga, ng STI. Still, yung points pa rin yung pinaka-importante dito.
Yeah.
Losing 1 point, parang malaking lose pa rin yun.
Yep,
Kasi-
definitely. Walang bigayan dito sa ating laban as we welcome the first game of this best of 3 series between STI versus SGD Omega. On the blue side, you have
All
STI,
troops deployed.
Lembot on the carry, Nixu on the Trisla, Docman sa kanyang Diggy, Lardas na Bufra, and Yuji naman ang nagamit ng Zask.
Eh, para sa side ng SGD Omega, we have GD playing as a Joe, Heat playing as Johe, Toshi on the Kimi, Hayes naman on the Rafaela, and Kenji para naman kay Uranus.
And as you see, there's a split happening here for SGD Omega. The two fighters are on the different sides of the map. Toshi in the middle lane using the Kimi. Grabe, pabilisan mag-clear dito. And kung titignan natin, nakahiwalay talaga yung dalawang fighters ng SGD Omega.
You know, medyo nagagandahan ako sa draft dito ng SGD Omega. Yung kinuha nila si Cho. Kasi si Cho, nasa kanya na yung lahat eh.
Yeah.
May dash, may takas, magiging immune pa siya. Sabihin natin, kaya niyang tumakas sa reverse line dito ni Gigi. And andun na din yung setup na bibigay niya. Parang
Haji!
ito pumapasok dito si Haji, pero na-shut up siya nung bouncing ball. But medyo madadamigan dito si
Yes!
Nakahabol ng first blood. Will be taken by that Gigi. Kaso nga lang, hindi pa sila tapos. Pinasok sila ni Kenji. The Uranus coming from the SGD Omega kasi babawi sila dito na si
On the other
Lembot,
side!
yung napatay. And also itong si si Diggy magiging slow.
Yep, first blood came in for STI pero SGD Omega rotating the two fighters. Sabi nila, ops, kailangan na namin ng reinforcement dito.
Yep.
Bringing up all 5 in the middle lane to take down the 2 heroes on the side of STI.
Mas malaki yung nabawi doon ng SGD Omega. They only lose itong si Joehead, which is yung support nila. Ang kapalit naman noon is one Diggy and the carry na alam nilang pwedeng maging ticking time bomb para sa side ng STI.
And ito yung maganda sa, maganda sa ginagawa ng SGD Omega. Even though they lose support dun sa nangyayaring skirmish, they protect all the 3 cores. And mind you, nakuha pa nila yung dalawang Little Wanderer in the mid lane. So lamang sila, in terms of XP, in terms of level, sila pa yung lumamang sa
And
skirmish na yun.
nagsisimula silang
Yuji!
mag-gas dito at the bottom lane na itapon nila dito si Yuji. And mukhang tatakas na dito si Dogman na wala nang takas, magiging itlog mulit. And si Lord na lang yung matitira kumbaga dito sa side ng STI Omega at the bottom lane.
Yep, and on the top lane, may 1v1 lang tayo nangyayari dito. It's a Trisla and Uranus, nothing much there on that lane. Nag-clear lang sila ng mga minion wave. Pero surprisingly, si Nixu rito talagang sabi niya, hindi ko kayo makasamahan. Wala pa akong ultimate dito. Kayo muna bahala dyan sa bottom lane. And in the meantime, ito yung nagiging resulta. Heat playing very aggressive on the bottom lane. SGD Omega, they're definitely putting up the pressure sa lane na to.
Si Haji,
top lane,
nahabol
Joe!
sa Uchiha 2 versus 1 na nahabol ni Nixu and ang carry, and that would be the another kill para sa side ng STI pero hinahabol pa rin nila. Ito si Nixu. Nixu will be a gunner and hahayaan na lang ni Lembot yun.
Yep. And that is the trade na kinuha ng STI dito. They got the Cho, pero SGD Omega, they get the Terizla down. That's very worrying for SGD Omega to have the Cho picked off on a lane like that. Mind you, Terizla yun Terizla tsaka Kari, dapat wala siya doon. Dapat nandun siya sa middle lane. Pero STI
Turtle
right now,
resurrecting soon.
nananakawan sila ng
Opo.
lupa. And mukhang wala sila magagawa dito.
Yep, and SGD, since nagsisimula na silang mang-invade dito, nagsisimula na nilang kontrolin yung mapa, ang mga nakakakuha ng buff, sila yung more likely nakakakontrol ng ultimate throughout the game. And then, they transition dito sa may turtle, which is walang kahirap-hirap na nakuha dito ni Kimi. Meanwhile, yung nasa baba natin mukhang medyo nagkakabalugbugan ata. Nagkakadikitan.
Okay, G.
Medyo low health dito itong si Kenji, but he's still gonna survive. Napakaganda ng
Grabe
block
naman.
ni Haji, man. I protect you, bro.
Sana all, ganyan
Sana
na
all.
kaibigan. Sinasalo yung mga stars. Lembot. Muntikan siyang mahuli dito ng SGD Omega, pero he's gonna be safe having the Little Wanderer buff. Nixu! Using the penalty zone. Walang tinamaan dito
Walang
for the side of
tinamaan.
SGD Omega.
Yeah, tamang second skill lang dito si Rafaela. Kaya nilang makatakas dun sa class nung penalty zone dito ni Terizla. And kitang-kita mo kasi yung pagbagsak ng ulti, paglapag ng ulti dito ni Terizla, napaka easy iwasan. Kumbaga, if you're a Kimi, kaya mo lang mag-dash out, kaya mo lang mag-holy healing coming from Rafaela para lang makalis dun sa may penalty zone.
Yeah. Alam mo, ito yung nakakairita sa sa lineup ng SGD Omega. With the double fighters that they have, kaya nilang laruan yung tatlong lane. And it's very hard for STI to find a lane na pwede nilang i-pressure. Even though, ganun yung sitwasyon, I think STI gustong-gusto nila yung nangyayari kasi nakakapag-farm si Lembot on that carry.
Yeah, hopefully, maging enough yung time na ibibigay nila dito kay Lembot para makapag-farm siya.
Nixu!
Mahuhuling nila dito si Nixu na nasipa na nagitna ng 4 and wala nang no choice kundi mapatay siya doon. Pero si Kenji na hinahabol dito nung muteta ni Zaf, pero hindi pa rin eh. Kenji is Kenji. Uranus is Uranus. He's still alive. Kaya-kanya ma-survive para lang siyang umuwi ng bahay.
Oh, alam mo yung parang nireset niya lang and ayan, lalaban na si Kenji dito.
lalaban
It's a
ulit.
Digi. And the Zaz on the bottom lane. Samahong pa, nagtatalon ako para mamamatay ba? Hindi, dinudge lang niya. Sabi niya, lalaban ako kayo 1v3. This is Kenji! SGD Omega, makakakuha ba siya na isa? Hindi, pero they get the trade. Kimi,
Pero-
turn it on the top lane.
Yep, pero andito na yung mga backup na SGD Omega, which is magagamit nila dito yung time journey. UG will be taken down by Haze, and the rest
Screenshot.
of the STI mukhang ma-obliterate na dito
Lard.
sa side ng SGD Omega. Si Lard na lang yung natitira, only the tank, and magmamamba out na siya dun. Wala na siya magagawa. Pag nag-stay pa siya dyan, mamamatay na siya, makukuha pa yung tower nila. That wouldn't be a very good trade. Pero
Oh,
mukhang niyuhabol dito si Lemot, nanlalambot sa isang Kimi. Yun ang-
Nag-1v1 yung dalawang marksman.
Oo nga eh. Pero yung marksman kasi dito ng SGD, na-funnel sa kanya lahat. Kita naman natin yung alagang marino dito ng side ng SGD Omega.
Yeah,
Kimi
and-
bayad na bayad.
Ito yung ito yung strategy na nabuo ng MPL Season 5. Actually, even before the season started, yung 5-man mask, inalaw na to ni Moonton. And grabe yung nakikita nating strategies na lumalabas dito. Napa-funnel kung sino yung mga kailangan i-funnel. Ang daya nga ng SGD Omega. Pati coach nila naka-mask. Sobrang yaman talaga nung ipa-funnel nila.
Na, grabe, pati yung coach naka-mask, no? Sana all, sana all. Pero SGD Omega, papasok na naman sila dito. Si Lard ang una nila makikita, pero hindi nila papasukan ng dire-diretso. Hindi nila ito-throw, kumbaga, kasi you wouldn't get anything from a tank. Pero grabe naman
Sobrang
yung...
lalim!
Yep! Parang kahapon, nakita din natin yan, pero nakikita natin ni Diggy na mapapabagsak ng stars ni Diggy. And medyo magpo-fall back muna dito. Yung side ng SGD Omega. Teka lang, pre. Medyo masakit din yung binigay nila sa atin. Nabawasan tayo.
Ito yung resulta ng sobrang pagkakahiwa-hiwalay ng SGT. STI, they know that they have to punish yung ganitong klaseng playstyle na binibigay ng Omega. So they need to find something out of the map. Kaya kung si hit lang yung papatay nila, they need to get that. Kasi kapag nag-farman lang sila, definitely tumataba yung carry mo. Pero mind you, may timing pa rin yung SGD Omega rito.
Yep. Tumataba nga dito si Kari. Pero kakayanin ba ni Kari na madala sila at the late game? Kakayanin ba ni Kari na mag-isa na makapag-bit-bet ng team niya pagdating sa late game? Kasi hindi mo rin masasabi na biro lang yung damage na binibigay dito, especially the
Sila
Kimi.
show
Pero ito,
TV.
mukhang huli na naman nila dito si Heat. Si
Puro
Kari
time
daw
journey.
and how the time journey will be used. Kaso nga lang, masakit pa rin talaga yung
Look
energy
at Kenji.
transformation. Neto ni Toshi and Kenji. Tinatag-light niya lang si Lembot.
Oh,
And
flame
shot
shot!
coming in. Buhay pa rin si Lembot. Pero si Kenji,
Grabe!
gigil na gigil. Teka
Base
lang.
ko to!
Base ko to. Teka lang, Kenji, magbunus dili ka.
Grabe, ay siya pansin ng Terizla. Sabi ni Kenji, akin itong base nyo. Mukhang nagnanakawan na sila sang side. SGD Omega, they want to claim more. Kinakat yung minion wave sa loob ng base.
mo ng base. Alam niya
Grabe.
naman namang may pantalon si Kenji and another wasted penalty zone na naman. Coming from this race now on the STI. Mamen, hindi natin sinasabi na
Oh,
medyo
Dogman?
dito yung STI pero parang ganun yung
Turtle
pinapakita sa ng SGD na nahuli nila dito si Dogman and wala na siyang magagawa doon. Even Lord, hindi siya masyadong makaporma as a Kufra, which is usually makikita natin yan lumilipad galing pa kabilang mapa, sabay may instant yung kalaban, pero that's not the case para sa side ng STI. Kulang sila dito sa pasok, kulang sila sa setup, and kulang sila sa damage.
Ang hirap din kasi for Nixu, to be honest, to set up the, for the Kufra pala, kay Lard, to set up the targets dito for SGD Omega. Kasi ang gusto mong talunan is yung Kimi. Problem is,
Yeah.
ayan, tulad niyan, nasa harap lagi si Hit tsaka si Kenji. And makukuha nila yung Cupra. Si Dart nag-aabang lang. And SGD Omega, they know that. They utilize those two tanks sa harap to get the kill on the Cupra.
Yeah, and napakaganda din nung ejector, then follow up pa nung ulti neto ni Rafaela, yung Holy Baptism.
Oh, Kenji.
Kaya nila ma-burst down yung tank ng STI. And now with Lord, not in the map right now. Yes, napakuna talaga ni Kenji. Uranus. Yan ang walking fountain lang naman.
Uranus, ladies and gentlemen, coming into your ranked games. Ako nga sa inyo, umiwas-iwas muna kayo sa mga pubs. Pero ito, SGD Omega definitely utilizing the limits of the hero, the maximum potential. Ika nga, Haji on the top lane. Once again, mag-isa na naman. And it's SGD Omega grouping up as 4 on the bottom lane and in the mid lane, effectively controlling all parts of the map.
Yep, effectively controlling all parts of the map. Pero yun yung kasi yung kailangan ni Kari eh. Kailangan niya din makapag-farm kung kontrolado na ng SGD. Yung mapa ngayon, may hihirapan. Sabi namin makakakuha pa rin ng item dito. Itong side ng STI, especially the Kari. Kaso mabagal yung income, mabagal yung dating nung gold sa kanya, mabagal din yung dating nung item. Kaya kailangan nilang mag-install. And if kakayanin, kung mananakaw nila yung Lord, that's an if.
So SGD Omega, sila dito yung tinatawag nating paldo na Kenji yung namin top lane. Ginamit na yung penalty zone just to hold him down. Pero the Purify, actually hindi pa nga niya ginagamit dahil cooldown pa yun. It's just the raw tankiness of the hero. And look at Kimi on the bottom lane, pushing up the last, di ba the first tower of SPI sa harap ng base nila. Pero mabibigilan sila ng Zast.
You know, kinokontrol na ng
Dogman!
SGD. Kinokontrol na ng SGD dito yung kumbaga position. Supposed to be ng
Lord,
STI.
resurrecting soon.
Maging busy kayo kay Kenji habang yung the rest of them para sa side ng SGD Omega nagpo-push. So lahat sila for the side of SGD may ginagawa, lahat sila may ambag. And STI dito, masyado sila nagre-react and they're
Ang
trying to
hirap!
burst. Etong si Kenji, why would you burst? Ayun, oo, masakit siya sa ulo, pero hindi mo kasi, parang mag-all in kayo sa Uranus, napakalahati nyo lang yung buhay. Kalahati lang yun na
Oh Lord, once again.
Just a split second, buhay na agad.
Sinethreaten na naman ni Hit si Cupra dito. Hindi talaga makaharap ng pwesto si Lord. And once again, the Uranus on the front lines of SGD Omega having the dominant eyes alongside the Purify. Talagang imposible daw mamatay, sabi ni Kenji.
Talagang imposible. Ang hirap ng hulihin. Ang hirap ng patayin ni Kenji. Paano mo pa mapupuntahan yung Kimi na nasa likod?
It's so mahirap, madam. It's so mahirap,
It's so
madam.
mahirap. They're supposed to be,
They're supposed to be makunat and si Kenji, sobrang kunat.
sobrang kunat.
There's
Alam mo
an
yung sobrang
emotion.
kunat ni Kenji dito. Fountain na fountain yung dati.
Oh, feel ko pang next game pa yung Uranus niya eh.
Pang next game. Kaya pa next game.
Oh boy pa, kahit i-pick pa nila, pwede pa eh. And the Lord is on the base of STI. Nasa harap na nila to. Question is, kaya ba nilang i-defend the push ng SGD Omega? 2 lanes are being shoved in by the Dragon. Pumasok na si Lord. Hindi pa Sunday pero nasa harap na ng base ng STI. Mapapatid nila si Lord to pero may minion wave pa. Pero pasok, Cupra, Lord going in. Tinapon, pabalik. Halika rito. Sumama ka sa bootcamp. And SGD Omega, hindi nila mapapatid si Lord. Medyo makunat. Pero that's not the target. They want the Terizla or the carry.
Yeah, hindi na nila kayang kumbaga hindi na nila nire-respeto dito yung tank man lang ng STI. Kasi even the tank, napakanipis. Even Nixu, napakanipis. Walang magawa dito yung patim ni Terizla na mayroong damage. Pero, namatay si Genji. But probably nag-tower dive siya doon. Pero Haji C, kung sino naman sipa niya, that will be Lord na medyo makunat-kunat din sa bike flicker out. Haji still alive. Pero the base, luluhod na yan sa harap ng SGD Omega.